Will AI replace recruiters? The headlines have decided it will, because fear gets clicks. The data says something more precise, and far more useful to anyone whose paycheck depends on the answer. AI already does about 40% of what a recruiter does today. Not might one day, already does. And the entire future of the job is sitting in the part it cannot touch. So this is not a yes or no. It is a map of which tasks are already gone, which are going next, and which are about to become the most valuable skills in the building. Whether you recruit or you are trying to get hired, knowing that map changes what you do. Start with what is already automated, because it is more than people admit. Sourcing candidates from databases, screening and parsing resumes, ranking applicants against a role, scheduling interviews, sending the first outreach and follow-ups, running the first round chat or phone screen. Every one of those is something software does now, without a human, and usually better in the narrow sense of faster and more consistent. The numbers are blunt. Live AI screening runs about 4 times faster than a person doing it by hand. Time to a usable shortlist drops by roughly 3/4. Cost per hire falls 30 to 40%, and recruiters are not resisting this. 93% say they are increasing their use of AI, not cutting it. If your day is mostly moving candidates through those early mechanical steps, the machine is genuinely coming for that day. Put a rough shape on it. Around 40% of a high-volume recruiter's hours are fully automatable with today's tools. Another quarter or so can be partly handed off, the human still involved but doing less. That leaves about 35% that stays stubbornly, expensively human. You can read that as bad news, 2/3 of the job under pressure. Or you can read it the way the recruiters who will thrive are reading it. The boring 2/3 is being lifted off your plate, and what remains is the part that was always the actual work. So what is in that 35%? It is everything that needs judgment, persuasion, or trust, and AI is nowhere close to any of them. It is reading what a hiring manager actually wants, which is almost never what the job description says, and recalibrating the whole search after the first 3 great-on-paper candidates get rejected for reasons nobody wrote down. It is convincing a strong person who was not even looking to take your call, and then to take the leap. It is holding a nervous finalist together through a slow, silent process so they do not bolt to another offer out of pure anxiety. It is closing, the real negotiation when a competing offer lands and the number has to move. And it is absorbing the human mess when a finalist disappears the day before they were supposed to start and the hiring manager wants answers. None of that is data processing. A model can draft the email. It cannot own the relationship. So if you recruit, the move is not to fear the tool, and it is not to try to out-type it. You will lose that race to a machine that does not sleep. The move is to let it eat the 40% gladly and pour the hours it gives back into getting dangerously good at the 35%. Get sharper at calibration. Get better at closing. Build the relationships a model cannot. The recruiters who are anxious in 2026 are the ones whose entire value was the part a model now does in seconds, the resume sorters and the schedulers. The recruiters who are getting more valuable are the ones who treat AI as a tireless junior that handles the volume, freeing them to do the work that actually fills the seat. Same tool, opposite outcome, depending on which half of the job you built your identity on. There is a lesson here for the other side of the table too. The early gates are now machine run, so you play to the machine to clear them, the resume format, the keywords, the structured interview answers, everything this channel has walked you through. But the moment a human re-enters the process, usually at the final interview and the offer, the rules flip completely. Suddenly, it is judgment and rapport and trust again, the human game. The candidates who struggle are the ones who play only one of those games. Know which gate you are standing at, the machine gate or the human gate, and play the right one. Where does this go? Honestly, the automatable share grows. The early rounds get more autonomous, the live AI interviewers get better, and the 40% creeps toward 50, but the human 35% does not fall to 0, because trust does not automate. What disappears is the recruiter whose job was pure throughput. What survives, and gets paid more, is the recruiter who became the part the company cannot buy as software. The job is not ending. It is splitting into the half a machine does, and the half that becomes a craft. The free brief has the full breakdown of which recruiting tasks are automatable and which are not, useful whether you are building a team or trying to join one, and the link is in the description. Next week, the one that pays for itself, literally. Pay transparency laws and AI have quietly handed the salary negotiation to the candidate for the first time, and most people have no idea the leverage moved. I will show you the exact 3-step method to use it. Subscribe.